In a high-stress, crowded environment, your handheld radio is your primary lifeline to backup and medical support. But that lifeline only works if you know how to use it. Without proper protocol, a radio transmission just adds noise to an already chaotic situation. A professional guard, however, can cut through that noise with a calm, precise request. We are going to walk through exactly how to initiate a call, structure your message using the XYZ method, and close out an incident flawlessly. This is a historical look at a police dispatcher at a console. Then, as now, the person on the other end of the line cannot see what you see. They rely entirely on the accuracy of field units to mobilize resources effectively. Consistent radio discipline ensures that when you do key your microphone, the information you provide is immediate, actionable, and accurate. Every transmission follows a strict sequence of 5 steps. First, think and plan your message. Next, listen to ensure clear airwaves. Step 3, push and hold the button, then pause. Wait for the confirmation beep. Finally, talk clearly and calmly. Following this exact sequence prevents the beginning of your message from being cut off and stops you from having to repeat calls that waste crucial seconds. To open the conversation, state dispatch's handle twice, followed by your own handle once. For example, you say, "Dispatch, dispatch, gate Z." Once dispatch acknowledges you, use the XYZ format. X is the specific resource you need. Y is your exact location. Z is the specific issue. Using the XYZ communication format guarantees that dispatch receives maximum actionable intelligence in the absolute minimum amount of airtime. Because radio airwaves are often open and can be overheard by the public, you have a strict requirement to filter the language you broadcast. Avoid diagnostic terms like dead, overdose, or high. You are not a doctor. Instead, use approved operational terms like unresponsive or altered. An absolute ban exists on broadcasting full legal names to protect participant privacy. If you have a true emergency and the channel is clogged with non-urgent chatter, wait for a pause and say, "break, break, break." Conversely, avoid tailgating, keying your mic immediately after someone finishes to leave room for emergency breaks. Filtering language protects privacy. Respecting channel breaks ensures true emergencies get the right of way. Calling for help is only the first step. A complete dispatch cycle has 3 distinct calls, starting with your XYZ resource request. The second call happens the moment your requested resource arrives on scene. You must immediately notify dispatch that they are there. The final call is to declare the scene clear and notify dispatch that your unit is returning to regular patrol. This vintage 2-way radio chassis shares the basics of modern hardware. If yours malfunctions, first check the battery charge. If good, perform a hard reset. Hold the power button for 5 seconds to turn it off, then 5 seconds to power back on. Closing the 3-part cycle keeps the dispatch log accurate, while knowing how to perform hardware resets keeps you operational in the field. You now have the fundamental skills to initiate, manage, and close out a professional radio transmission without errors. There is one absolute final rule of patrol. Always unclip your radio and hand it to a partner before using the restroom. When every unit on the channel adheres to these standards, the entire dispatch network functions with the speed and reliability necessary to keep the community safe.